Welcome to the Backpacking Podcast, brought to you by Outdoor Vitals, makers of Performance First ultralight gear. And with me today, the king of Kentucky backpacking, the uncrowned prince of redheaded bearddom, and the leader of the cult of red hair, known as the Gingers. What is going on, Jeremiah?
Hey, nothing much, man. I got to tell you, though, I have to rest my voice after we get done talking here because I had 2 weeks off of work. I know, pity party for me, right? 2 straight weeks off of work. And then you go back in day one, public school teacher, you talk all day. Here's the rules, here's the procedures, blah, blah, blah. All day, 5 times in a row, say the same stuff. Then you get to the end of the day and you're like, I don't know how many days my voice can take this. So I was hoping I wouldn't lose it before we got to record this episode.
Well, let me rest your voice for just a quick second. We've got Doc Watson on here saying hello. Good afternoon, folks. We got John Groover. Good afternoon, John and Jeremiah. We've got our good friend DMS Adventures, and he's saying, man, all this time I could have been on these live streams. Howdy, John and Jeremiah. That's true. We've never had DMS on here, have we?
No, and you know what? I was looking through my email and I saw I have an email that I haven't responded to from DMS Adventures. So shout out you all. Hope the kids are doing well, and I'll holler back at y'all soon.
Derwin off the rails. The alter ego of Darwin on the trail says, "What up, Tramley?" Then we've got Megan Vanderbilt on here, and she's saying, "Hey guys, Chicken Little fellas." So we got a good crew already starting in here already. Jeremiah, I heard you got a little something to tell us about from Outdoor Vitals about a fancy new jacket they're working on.
Yeah, dude, I am excited. Shout out Outdoor Vitals. They sent me a little holiday gift, fleece line beanie. Don't even know if you can buy it
too.
So thank you, and thank you for the handwritten note, Tayson. Really appreciate it. Yeah, they do have a new jacket coming out. You might have heard us talk about the 3 new pieces of gear in early 2026 that they're doing. The first one is the Zulu down jacket. I'll quickly tell you about it. The lightest jacket that Outdoor Vitals has ever made. It's produced with 0 stitch fabric. So that means it's going to be incredibly wind, water, and dust resistant. 900 fill power, John. What do you think about that?
900 fill power. That means that for less down, you get more loft, and it should be nice and warm.
Totally agree. Let me read this little thing, though. Based on how fast...
And Devin's on. I just have to say something.
Sure.
Devin is on here, Devin Ashby. So if I got that wrong, he's got to be sure to let me know, John. You got your science wrong.
Based on how fast jacket sizes and colors have been stocking out and how many people are already signed up for launch access, we don't think availability will last long. I don't know what colors they have. Looks like multiple colors and sizes, but you better, as soon as they're available, I would sign up for their email list so you'll be the first one to know. And as soon as they're available, if you're wanting one, get it soon. So outdoorvitals.com. We'll link it in the description. Go on there, pick you out some gear, sign up for their email list, be the first one to know about their products. Thank you, outdoorvitals.com, for sponsoring the show.
Yeah. And Doc Watson just said, beards are looking like your logo again. About time, Jeremiah, to cut it again. Well, funny story. I just took 3 inches off of mine this week. So it had gotten a little out of control for my Amish face. When you don't grow hair just below your lip and fill in that little area on your chin, you look like your last name's Yoder. That's all I'm saying.
You missing the soul patch area in there? So you had to trim it down?
It does not grow well. It does not grow well. So, yeah.
I will tell you, I'm thinking, dude, I'm kind of setting a date maybe on trimming this hair and beard down. So Doc kind of called it there. I'm thinking as soon as winter's over, kind of March, April area, I think we won't go clean shaven because I look like I'm about 11 years old whenever I'm clean shaven, but I'm thinking we might clean it up, keep it nice and classy. And this long hair, oh man,
you've got to keep that, dude. That looks good.
Well, the cornrows,
yeah,
they may make one more appearance before the hair is chopped off. So,
now what? Now, why is it you're cutting the long hair? Just out of curiosity. I get the beard. I understand the beard to an extent.
We've talked a little bit we've talked before about a little bit before about beard routine and hair routine, and I found out that it's a lot more maintenance. So the
Yeah, it
beard,
is.
the problem is if you keep it short, you got to cut it all the time. Whenever you want to go full Amish, you just let that sucker grow, and then like once every 3 weeks, you shave it down, trim it down a little bit. The hair, it is nice only having to wash your hair once a week because when I got it short, I like I wash it every day or every other day. But
Right.
you always got to do something with it, man. Whenever it's long, anybody with
Well,
long hair, they don't want to hear me complain about it, but you always got to do something with it.
well, I'm gonna show you a little something, Jeremiah. I don't think I've ever shown when I've had long hair on this thing before, but
What? I didn't even
yeah,
know you had
it's
long hair. Is this
I,
in
I
your
have had long hair.
is this in your music days when you were touring?
It
And
it is in my music days. Let me see if I can pull this picture up real quick if it'll let me. We'll see. I can't promise it will, but I'm gonna just drag it on here and see what happens because I don't know what this is a new program. So uh let's see what happens here.
a
Did it
little
do
on-air
anything?
production. I can't
Uh,
see it. You might have to share your screen.
yeah, let me make it go full screen then. Okay, are you
Man,
ready for this?
John with long hair.
Long hair and a big band-aid on my face.
All right. Now, if anybody
So,
wants to see it, you have to go on either YouTube on the Backpacking Podcast channel, or you can go on Spotify and click the video version and you'll be able to see. Otherwise, enjoy the beautiful sound of our voice.
yep. So there it is right there, man.
Oh, it's so little on my. Oh, there we go. Wow. Look at you, bro.
Yeah, dude. I had the long hair back in the day. Had the pencil thin beard along the side of the face and yep. Yep. So I was a long-haired hippie at one point. The longest it got was down to the middle of my back, and I wish I had a picture of that, but I don't. So,
Oh, you can just regrow it.
no.
No, he says no.
The hair has thinned out these days, Jeremiah. If I was to try and do that now, it would not go well for anybody. I promise you. It would just look stringy and old. Like I would look bad. I'll just leave it bad.
Well, the hat looks good on you, dude.
I like hats. They cover up the fact that your receding hairline is getting further and further back.
You get to wear that at work, and like if y'all do like a church service or stuff, or do you go without the hat?
I mean, I could. I choose not to. I don't like wearing hats when I'm doing church stuff, but that's just me.
Okay, fair
So,
enough.
somebody says I look like this. This is the nicest thing ever said about me. John's got a Getty Lee look there.
Geddy Lee,
And
is that before my time?
that's the lead singer and bass player of Rush,
Oh, that
the
is
band
before my time.
Rush.
That is before my time, to be fair. And I have something to tell you, Derwin off the rails, bro. Yeah, you might not have saw it. Right now, he is currently number one amongst the commenters in the chat. He says, with a 1999 super chat, get on his level. My monthly
We're getting
due.
steaks on our next trip.
That's right, baby. Happy holidays, boys. Love you and these crazy folks like you're my own family. See you all in the woods soon. Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait,
That is
Derwin.
awesome. That's awesome.
And thank you so
DMS
much.
Adventures said, "But did you rock the mullet?" And I can honestly tell you, if I could find pictures of that, yes. When I was in high school, 100% I rocked the mullet.
You rock the mullet.
Business up front, party in the back. No joke.
Is there a beard
I got it covered.
version? I'm wondering, what does the beard mullet look like? Is it no
Man,
mustache? What is it?
wouldn't that be the Abe Lincoln?
Yeah, maybe no mustache, no soul patch, just not neck beard though.
So what you're saying is if I just shave my mustache, I have it covered.
You're well on track.
So
You're well on track.
I'm thinking that's probably more like Joe Dirt, where it's kind of patchy all through here, like on your cheeks,
That's fair.
but you can grow some here and you can grow some up there. That'd be the mullet. That'd be the beard mullet.
Oh, dude, did you spot here before we get too deep into some of our topics? Look at my I call it very feminine, the color theme. It's kind of like pink and orange and mint green, navy blue, very feminine. This is my new work water bottle. A little behind the scenes for everybody. Typically, I have like a smart water bottle or something like that every time we're doing this show. I'm drinking from these plastic bottles. And I won this as a dirty Santa gift, like the white elephant game where you got to swap
Oh,
gifts and stuff.
nice. Nice.
And I got it and I was like, what the heck? So my dirty Santa gift was I bought a giant like cylinder that had a microwavable popcorn in the bottom. You can get them at Walmart. And then
Mhm.
under it, I had my wife to go to the movie theater here in town and get a gift card for 2 movie tickets. And then I taped that under the popcorn bowl. And I was like, "This is such a great gift." And then this is what I get is a water bottle, and unbeknownst to me, it's spelled Owala. Owala, I would assume is how you pronounce
Oh,
it.
yeah, those are actually
Very
expensive.
well, I was like, "Well, thanks a lot. I have a million water bottles, right?" But apparently this is like the new trend. It's like the new Stanley Cup or whatever. So
Yeah, it is.
and then I brought it to school, and sure enough, like 8 of my girls in class had one of these, like every class. So I guess I'm
Oh,
hopping
so
on board.
you're a high school girl now.
I'm a high school girl. I love the vivid colors. Me and 8 other girls, we got it going on.
Oh, man, the comments about my facial hair are great. I wanna see John with lamb chops on his face. I've had it. I've had lamb chops. That has happened, and then, if John shaves only the stash, that's an Amish look.
Oh, that's true. They do
It
shade the
it is,
stuff.
and Jeremiah, you've been defended. David Cooper said it's peach, not pink.
Oh, well, kudos to you, David. I appreciate it. Loyal listener.
Although you would be pretty in pink, Jeremiah. You would be pretty in pink.
I agree. I am pretty in pink. Not would be. I am.
And humble on top
And
of all of it.
very, very humble. Speaking of
So
me,
Jeremiah, I wanna bring up a topic. I wanna bring up
okay,
a topic.
go ahead.
So a couple nights ago, I'm meeting with some buddies of mine, and they asked the question about gear, and we're asking about sleeping pads.
Mhm.
Specifically, they were asking about the Thermarest X-Therm, and my comment to them was, "I have no idea." And they were stunned, because I'm with my friends, I'm the backpacking guy, like I should know all these things. And we started talking, and it got me to realize there's a little bit of danger sometimes in giving advice if you don't know what you're talking about.
Say more.
So I have watched several YouTubers. I'm not going to give names, but but I could. I could. I know YouTubers that have um bought gear or gotten gear from companies, done a review video, never camped with it, but did it as a review, not
Mhm.
as like an unboxing or something, but did it as a review, talked about how great it is, all this stuff, then turn around and get on Facebook Marketplace and sell that gear item, and in the description say, "Never used for backpacking."
Mm, never
Ooh,
used that's a red flag. How did they
that's a
do the review?
that's a red flag, yes. And so I'm like I said, I'm not gonna call out names because 'cause I'm not that guy, but I will say this: there's a danger when you give out advice on gear you don't know anything about.
That's true. Let me add, maybe review is the wrong word. If I were gonna do a video like are you talking about me, John? Did you see me
Oh,
post
no, 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 everybody knows you do that, so I don't
Oh,
have to worry
okay.
about that one.
I'm glad we got that. We shined some light on that one. Thank you. I'm
Yeah,
glad
we're
we
good
did.
on that.
So, let me just add something to it. Maybe review is the wrong word then, because that to me seems like I'm gonna educate people on the features that the company has, like, publicly posted, or maybe stuff that
Yeah.
you notice whenever you set it up and stuff. I would be totally fine with that. Like, if we're talking ethically, morally, and you're, like, collecting a check, but you're also putting
Oh,
out content.
that's not the way it was phrased.
Oh, you're
It
talking
was
about full on.
I really liked when I was using it and this happened, or I found it to be very when I was hiking, and then you find out in a Facebook that it was never used actually out
Mm,
on a trip. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is, as a YouTuber who's not very good at it, um, because I just don't we talked about that last week. So if you wanna find out what I'm doing in YouTube, go watch last week's episode. It was our 300th episode. Really cool stuff there, but it's dangerous to give advice about gear when you're not actually using it, and it's also dangerous as a consumer to watch a YouTube video and not know if the person's actually using the gear they say they're using.
that's true. So, what specifically are you looking for then if you're watching a review video and you're like, let me figure out if I want to buy this $300 product before, I put in my credit card information. Are you looking for like B-roll of them in the woods using it, or how
I think
far do you have
I
to
think
go?
I think the B-roll is a good thing, but I also think, and I told this to a couple, I tell this to a couple. Doc Watson brought out here, he goes, "Maybe they're lying on Facebook Marketplace." Either way, they're a bad person, because they're trying to rip off somebody and sell them something that isn't what it is. Um, but I guess I would say I always told companies, they would say, "Hey, could we send this to you and you do, a review in, like, 2 weeks?"
Uh,
And I'd be like, "No, I might be able to get it out on 1 trip, and there's no way that I could do this in 1 trip and then do a review. I could do an unboxing and show people what it is." I did that with um, Keen trail runners that I got. I did an unboxing for them, and then later I did a review, after I'd used them for a bit.
yeah, that's a
But,
different thing though.
but there's so many times when you see people and there's no B-roll. They're just sitting in front of a camera just talking about how much they love it. It's kinda like, I don't know about that. That kinda seems a little shady to me. I think, what Devin is saying on here right now, he says, "Transparency and honesty, that's paramount to it all." And I think of all the people that have been out there, I think Devin is one of those people that is transparent and honest. And so, I always appreciate his videos. I actually just watched one of his videos yesterday and told one of my friends to watch that video because he had a sleeping bag in there that you could kind of wear around camp. And one of the guys was talking to me, he goes, "Man, I gotta find me a backpack or a sleeping bag I can wear around camp." And I went, "Oh, you can check out this video."
What are you
So,
talking about? A sleeping bag that you wear around camp? What does that mean? It's like a parka or something, but
yeah,
it's a
you can
sleeping
almost wear it
bag?
like a parka and it keeps you warm while you're walking around camp.
Oh, cool. Do you remember what it's called? Or Devin, since he just done a video on it, I'm sure he can comment if
Yeah,
you
if he
don't
wants to leave a comment about it. I mean, I watched it really quick but I thought it was really cool.
mind. Mhm.
I was more watching it because he was checking out this big Agnes tent that I thought was garbage, and after watching his video, I agreed that now it is.
Okay, well, let me try to defend the content creators just a little bit. So I did YouTube for years as well. We're still producing content, like we're live streaming right now, this second on YouTube. And thank you for catching the replay, by the way. We love our listeners as well. Huge part of our life. Um, to defend the content creators, something. Oh, it's Cumulus Spotter sleeping bag. Okay, let's talk more
Yep,
about that after this thought. Um,
okay.
so to defend them a little bit, I'll call this semi-defending. All right, because you can't really defend being unethical and just straight up lying to people.
Right.
As a content creator, something that people don't know is it's like another job. There's work involved, but the thing with content creation is you feel like there's always like that monkey on your back, like the next thing. I need the next thing, and then the next thing needs to
Mhm.
blow up. And I have the like in your mind, you're creating quotas that don't actually exist. But once you get some success and some traction, you try to figure out how to keep that going. And so I think in the past, some of these people who you're talking about, I'm sure they felt that same pressure. And then they're like, I got to produce content. And they went about it the wrong way. But I bet that's what's, pushing them into it. I don't know if you'd agree or not.
Yeah, maybe, I
Not that it's
guess,
okay.
I mean, I've had the pressure before, and I'd rather just not do a video than do one that's unethical.
What if you make 3 grand on that video,
And
John?
then I will do a first look video or an unboxing video, but I'm not gonna call it a review,
Yeah. Good
you know?
swivel.
I mean, that's the thing, I just can't do that. I won't do that. So,
All right, I'm going to Google this Cumulus spotter bag. I'm always so skeptical of these. Anything that's wearable. My problem is if I'm around the fire. So I have like the puffy pants, right? And these pants are expensive. You're talking, it's like a puffy jacket, but for your legs. So they're still using all this down or all this synthetic insulation. And so my biggest fear is I get too close to the fire and I burn a big hole in my sleeping bag. Because if I'm wearing that around, if it's cold enough for me to wear a sleeping bag around camp, I'm probably getting inching close to the fire. So I'm just so paranoid about it. I don't think that maybe it's just the wrong product for me. Cumulus
Maybe. You're also 8 feet tall, so it might be hard to find one that actually fits you.
equipment. That's true. That's true. It didn't pop right up whenever I googled it.
I just found it, wow, on some, like, German site or something.
Yeah, mine's an
Um,
EU site.
yeah, that's what I just found.
Overview of cumulus sleeping bags, outdoorline.com. EU and
Okay,
non-EU.
okay, I'm gonna pull this up for us so we can see this, okay?
Okay. Will you share your screen with us?
Yeah, yeah, Kiel de Koigest. I don't know what Kiel de Koigest means, but that just came up on my screen.
You just cursed in German.
I probably did. That's
Bleep.
probably right. Let's see, Cumulus spotter. There we go, share this. Check this out.
Okay, describe it for everybody if you don't mind, because they might just be listening.
You look like one of the Teletubbies, basically. Um,
That's
you've
funny.
got with the big hood on your head, and it basically just, I mean, it's the sleeping bag, but it's got areas where you can put your arms out, and then you can tuck it up between your legs, and you can actually walk around with this thing.
Okay. It's like a false
So
bottom sleeping bag that you like tuck in.
yeah,
I don't look like you're too warm below the knees. That part's not really covered. I guess you're sitting in a chair by the fire. That part's not going to get melted, so that's a good thing. But
yeah.
you're kind of wearing a diaper though, sorta.
Well, that's good in case you're incontinent. That'd be useful.
I don't know,
So
man. That doesn't look like it's it for me. I'm not saying it's a bad product or anything, but maybe it don't fit my needs.
listen, if you want to look like Gumby or one of the Teletubbies, you can pick up one of these things, walk around camp, and look great. I
Okay,
mean, let's be honest. Can we be honest about something too? Like
sure.
backpacking style is hilarious.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, some of the shirts and stuff that get like real popular,
Uh-huh.
that have the designs and the prints on them and stuff. You would never wear that anywhere but backpacking.
Dude,
Like some of the
evil
hats,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
the shoes, like
The rain
the
skirts.
rain skirts. I mean, dude, backpacking fashion is it? I mean, it should have its own like category at fashion shows.
Dude, let me tell you, Evil Sean's insulation.
Okay, did you see this just now?
It's
Sorry,
Shrek's.
Rachel Jean, the Gypsy Queen, said it's Shrek's winter gear.
Yeah, it did have that Shrek vibe.
Yeah.
Dude, Evil Sean's insulation. Oh my gosh. So his base layer, you only see it, of course, when he takes off all the other layers. But when he gets down to the
Why are you
base
there when
layer,
he takes off all his other layers, Jeremiah?
well, sometimes I guess he's swapping out. I don't know. Sometimes we
Okay.
came too close, maybe.
You
But
guys are good friends, apparently.
he's evil. He's evil Sean. So, dude, when he gets down to that base layer, it is like the only way I can describe it is fishnet. He's got like a fishnet top and fishnet leg. Have you seen him?
Dude, yes. Steven, My Life Outdoors, Steven Smith did a video about those.
Oh, did he? Gosh, it's
Yeah.
so. He says
There's nothing more awkward looking than seeing Steven Smith dressed in what looks like a fishnet shirt.
head to toe fishnets, bro. What is going on? Are we
But
living
it
in a
works.
simulation?
From what I hear, it does a great job keeping you warm.
That's what he said. He's like, you laugh. And he was like a paratrooper, like jumping out of helicopters and jumping out of airplanes in the military. So I'm sure he knows his stuff. And he's like, there's nothing's going to keep you more warm than this base layer. This is like what you build everything off of. And I say,
Yeah.
man, you're not going to catch me wearing that. I ain't going to wear anything fishnet, not even for Halloween, bro. More
Do you wanna
power
hear
to
the
him.
price? Do you want to hear the price on the 15 or the I guess it'd be an 18-degree bag for the Cumulus spotter?
That's the wearable one. Let me guess. What did you say the fill power was on it?
It's 850 fill power, weighs 34.9 ounces, and it's the comfort level of 18 degrees.
Okay.
And they have a
Wow.
lifetime experience warranty, whatever that means.
Yeah, that sounds made up. What does that even, like you said, what does that even mean? I'm gonna guess it is 515.
Actually, it's less than that. It's 465.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
that's still pretty expensive, but that's like Western mountaineering. That's kind of their price point.
Well,
I
and
think.
Cumulus is I mean, they make good bags. Like, let's not get it twisted. They are a good company, you know. Oh, and get this, according to Backcountry Exposure, it's fantastic. I don't
what
know if
the
he's talking about
fishnets or humor?
fishnets or if he's talking about the sleeping bag.
That's what I was gonna say.
I hope he'll let us know which one it is. If it's the fishnets, I'm gonna really he's gonna have to do a video now.
I will tell you, dude, if you want a quality sleeping bag at a great price, Summit Down sleeping bag by Outdoor Vitals.
Oh
Outdoorvitals.com.
yeah, yeah, that
Love
really is a good one.
that is a good one. I actually, I got Zero, and then I got the Summit, which is the fit. I mean, no, this one's the 30. I got the blue one. It's 15. So they got the blue Summit. I'm not gonna lie though, I don't do the sleeping bag. I do the quilt because I'm a hammock guy.
So
Or
do
if you
I.
go with the red one, I love how they color coordinate color coordinate the inside with the temp ratings. Like the
Yeah.
green 0 degree, the blue's 15 degree, and the red's 30 degree. But anyway, enough about our sponsor, Outdoor Vitals. I wanted to ask you some advice on rain, dude. Is that okay?
Oh yeah, let's talk rain.
Okay. So I am planning on heading out to the woods, but I have a dilemma. So it's my first full week back from work, and today's Wednesday. And I knew you'd be absolutely just mentally exhausted by the time the weekend rolls around. So I can, if I want, it's a 2.5 hour drive to where I'm going. I could hike in the rain, in the dark. I know where I'm going. I've done the walk before several times, but you are still talking about anywhere from half a mile to 2.5 miles, depending on where I end up. So I could walk in and drive from work 3:30. You know, by the time you get there, you're talking 5 or 6 o'clock when you're walking in. Or I could wait. I could sleep in my warm bed next to my beautiful wife, no rain, Friday night, get up Saturday morning. My problem is 100% chance of rain Saturday. So I'm
So you're
thinking
hiking in rain regardless of how you look at it.
you're hiking in rain, and it is supposed to slack off some, I believe, Saturday afternoon. So I'm going to see some people that I don't get to see very often. So I am willing to make some sacrifices in order to spend time together. But I'm thinking, besides bringing an umbrella, I guess I could do rain pants. I don't really do rain pants because the high is going to be like 62 degrees. So I feel like I'm going to sweat in the rain pants, or I'm
But
going to get wet.
what's the low gonna be?
Oh, now here's the bad. Here, even worse news. The low overnight 32.
Ooh.
So I
And
don't
that's
think
the
anything.
worst. And that honestly, when it comes to rain,
Uh huh.
mid 30s to 45 is the worst.
It's not cold enough
By
to snow.
far, it's the worst. I would rather just be in 25 degrees and snow.
Me too.
I way more than I'd want to be in that kind of rain. So you're in like the absolute worst ever.
So what do I do? Do I need to just wear shorts and Crocs and go full on Jeff Garmire tank top and just grit my teeth and then go to camp and then set up my tarp and change clothes? Or do I put on the full rain jacket but sweat on like the full rain suit but sweat on the
Okay,
inside?
can I ask, is this a heavily wooded area or the trail's gonna be a little bit open? Or are you gonna have to walk through trees? Are you gonna bushwhack?
Yes, dude, it is off trailing until you get to the bottoms. Then once you get in the bottoms, it's open up. You're kind of creek walking along the creek.
Yeah, see, if it was a more open trail, I would just say bring an umbrella.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the umbrella. I have I think
I
Sea to
mean,
Summit. No, it's Six Moons Designs, aren't they? Them and Gossamer Gear make that silver umbrella, right?
yeah, I've got the Gossamer Gear one myself.
I believe mine's Gossamer Gear as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take
But
that.
yeah, I mean, I'm at the point now where if I don't have to wear a raincoat, I don't.
That's my
Um,
thought, dude, because I'm gonna either be
I'm
wet
just kind of at
inside
the point
or
now,
out.
I'm tired of sweating. Yeah, it's like I'm gonna sweat. So do I want to sweat and it all stay on me and just soak everything, or do I want to just kind of sweat and let the layers that do the dispersion of the moisture the way they're supposed to do their job? And so I'm definitely an umbrella person when it
Well,
comes to rain at this point.
I'll for sure do the
Unless
umbrella.
unless I'm doing a hike like what you're doing, where you've gotta, like, bushwhack and get through stuff to get to a trail.
Oh, there's one section is just pure Hades, bro. It's like 50 yards of terrible for a great time. Once you get past it, you're okay. By the way, if you want to check the comments, there's some great comments in there. I think giving us advice and giving us testimony of their experience. While you're looking at that,
Stony Adventure
Saturday,
said spare clothes and umbrella.
definitely the spare clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And 100% I'm taking the umbrella. And it says, oh my gosh, almost an inch of rain Friday, almost an inch of rain Saturday, bro. I
That's a
love
lot of rain.
a lot of rain. I'm
That's
glad I'm not in
that's
the
not
tent.
like an inch. I hope people understand how much an inch is, because if that's coming down off of the sides of the hills,
Mm-hmm. That's a lot.
that's like almost a foot of rain down
Uh,
below.
it says 10 to 15 mph winds. Somebody was asking in the comments about the winds. I think
10
that
to
slacked
15 is
off.
not bad.
I I don't like anything over 10 and rain, but I can't cancel. I definitely want to go hang out with those guys.
Derwin
Derwin
off
off
the
the rails.
rails. He said rain kilt. Stop calling it a skirt.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was a rain skirt, bro. I didn't know. I didn't know there's a different word for it.
It
John's
looks
hands
like
are
a
in the
skirt.
air. You gonna abstain?
Well, it's not plaid. So I
Fair.
didn't think it was. I mean, I'm wrong. I'll say I'm wrong, and it's a quilt. But man, I just don't know, dude. I don't know if I would. Because here's the thing: rain also makes terrain more dangerous.
That's true. I'll be by
And
myself until I reach to where everybody else is. But
and
I
I'm
have
I'm
my.
and I'm guessing you're going to be going down some steep inclines from the way you're talking, because you said you got to get down into the bottoms.
You're right.
So it's going to be dark. It's going to be raining hard. And it's going to be cold.
Well, it won't be cold whenever I first get there. I don't think. So
What time
I'm
are you
just
getting
looking.
there?
Well, I was going to wait to see the hourly forecast. I was going to be like, if it stops at 11 o'clock, guess what time I'm getting there?
Oh man.
So I don't know. I won't know
I'm
until it's
all for
the end.
adventure. I would feel better about you doing that if someone was with you.
That's true. I'll have my SOS, but still, you could fall and hit your head or something and just
Oh,
die out
and Doc Watson explained to us what makes it a kilt and a skirt. He said it's a kilt if you go commando under it. Otherwise, it's a skirt.
there. Thank you for that beautiful imagery. We, I didn't know we were going to be culturally appropriating kilts today. That's news to me.
I mean, I'm Irish, and you're redheaded, so you've got to be either Scotch Irish or Irish. So,
Something around there. Got to
yeah.
be.
So our families wore kilts back in the day.
Well, y'all let us know if you got any more good advice. Throw it in the comments or leave us a comment on YouTube or on Spotify. If you're on Apple Podcast, I don't think they have commenting on there. So
And I would
just
definitely
enjoy.
say that's a hammock trip, not a tent trip, because you can set up that tarp when you get there
Mm-hmm.
and get under the tarp and get dried up and start putting everything away a lot easier than you can with a lot of tents if it's raining hard.
Well,
So,
the silver lining is that people already be there and they're already going to have a couple tarps set up. So even
oh,
if I
good.
get there and it's raining, I still will have a dry place to let me hop under here and kind of unpack and figure out my life,
Right,
then
right.
I can come up with a plan, find a spot, etc.
Yeah. And I think whoever said it, the big thing is spare clothes. When it's wet like that,
Mm.
I'm not a big person who brings a lot of spare clothes on backpacking trips, but on a trip like that, yeah, I
Yeah,
want
don't
something
hurt.
dry.
There's somebody walking on the Appalachian Trail and they're on day like 33 in a row of rain. And they're just like, ha, 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 listen to this wimp complaining. What time's he going to get to the trail? 11 a.m. What time's the rain going to stop? Oh, ha, ha, ha. What a wimp.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, they're sitting there just reluctantly listening right now.
Oh,
Right
they're probably thinking this is the funniest thing they've ever heard in their lives.
now. Yeah.
Of course, if anybody's on the AT right now, that's shocking, because usually nobody gets on it till like end of January or early February. So,
When did Metro was the first one last year to register? And we talked to him on this
and
show
I,
after he got done.
yeah, and I think it was the end of January, like middle to the end of January is when he got on it. So it's still a little early. So we might not be being made fun of right now currently, but we will be in the future if they listen to this episode while they're
Yeah,
out there. So,
they'll be binge listening, nothing to do but to listen. And then they reach this episode and they're like, this guy. Okay, can I
shake
tell
their
you a
heads
little?
and never listen to us again.
That's right. That's right. Hopefully not. But so can I tell you a little bit about my solo overnight? I went backpacking by
Yes.
myself. All right. All right. Solo overnight, John. So my family was at the house and we done Christmas dinner. And then after everybody left, I was like, wait a second. I got time to head to the woods now. Small confession to make here. I did Mr. Backpacking with Jason slightly dirty. I was supposed to go out with him during my vacation. And another weather related thing. I was like, it is 70 degrees right now, and my whole family's at the house, and then they leave. It's still 70 degrees. The next day, high of 73 degrees. The day I'm supposed to go with Jason, high of 31 degrees. It's clear, it's cloudy. Clears in no rain, but it's cloudy.
Right.
High of 31. So I have a choice to make. So I text Jason and I'm like, hey man, you think you can get out tomorrow? And he says, no, can't do it. And I say, okay, well, tomorrow it's a high of 73 degrees. Are you sure? It is December. We're not going to see 70 degrees again until probably April or May, if we're lucky. And he says, no, can't do it. So I say, okay, well, I think I'm going to head out tomorrow and hit the trail. And then I didn't say anything else, but I headed out that night because I started looking and they were giving like 25-mile-per-hour winds the next day. Because, 70 degrees in December, you're looking at maybe tornadoes because the next front coming through is high in the 30s. So you get that warm and cold air mix. And for people that don't know, we both live in Kentucky. We're recording this in Kentucky right now. And we are like leading the nation last year in like deaths for tornadoes. We had like 3 of the most deadly tornadoes out of the top 5 in the US. We're becoming
In
tornado
Kentucky.
island. Yeah,
In
crazy.
Kentucky.
So it
It's just
scares
weird.
me, especially if you're going out by yourself. There's nobody there to help you. So anyway, go ahead.
Which is why I'm worried about you in your new trip. So
Yeah,
just throwing it out there. After you say that, I'm like, see, you understand
fair
why.
enough. That's fair.
You need to have somebody like meet you at the trailhead.
Oh no, I think I can handle it, John. Those are my last words. I think I can handle it, John.
Yeah. So I'll be auditioning for new backpacking podcast co-hosts. Probably starting next week because Jeremiah will be dead.
Taking applicants, flying out. So back to the overnighter. So family leaves, and I say I'm going to head on out because tomorrow it's going to be really windy. Tonight, 5-mile-per-hour winds, a low of like 50 degrees. Tomorrow, 73 degrees, nothing to lose. So I head out there. The problem is I don't make it to the trailhead till about 9 p.m. because it's such a far drive. And then I had to hike in the dark. So I hike in the dark and I find me these are all unofficial trails that I'm hiking on. So you can camp anywhere. So I find me a campsite that's literally like 10 foot off the trail with 2 or 3 trees that are already down with dry wood. I go over there and test it and I say, yep, this is it. I'm talking from the time I left the vehicle to the time I had my stuff set up and I started breaking twigs for wood, less than 45 minutes. Could not believe it. Had a fire going in less than an hour from the time I left the truck. Turned out to be a great night. I got to hang out by myself, get some me time after spending so much time with the holidays. It's cold out, you're stuck in the house, you're surrounded by family, which is great, but sometimes you want a little me time. So I finally got that refresher, got the me time. Woke up the next morning, start to change clothes. Wasn't 30 seconds later, dude, that this couple walks by with their dogs. I mean, I missed it by seconds of these people walking up and seeing, I'm talking, it's white. It does not see the light of day. They walk right up on me, man. You think that my face is pale. You see me without a shirt or without pants. You're going to get blinded.
I'd say your face was pretty red.
Oh, well, fair enough. Fair enough. Not everything's red, though. Some things are pale. So anyway, there was a full moon shining during the light of day, and those people just missed it. And I was like, hey, are you all going to check out the arch or the overlooks down here? And they're like, I don't know. We were just walking out here. And I was like, I cannot believe how many people. They had no map, no apps, no nothing. I feel like every time you run into somebody and they have absolutely no plan, they don't even know what's on this trail. I'm like, why are you doing this trail? I'm just going for a hike. Well, there's like multiple overlooks, multiple arches that you could go explore. And I don't know. I try not to harp too much. I am happy that they're out there and getting to do stuff, but I'm like, how can you go in with no plan?
Oh, I know. It's why people get hurt. That's why people get hurt. Hey,
Yeah,
I do have to let you know something, man. People are already trying to take your spot. I mentioned that we were gonna have open auditions. My goldfish drown says, I wanna. DMS Adventure says, is there a good benefits package? And they're already coming up with the names of other people to replace you. Chicken Little Trek said, you have to have Jamie McCracken take Jeremiah's place. So, I
There
mean, they're
you
trying to
go.
replace you already, Jeremiah.
Multiple applicants. Send it in the mail.
Multiple applicants, I'll tell you. You haven't even had an accident yet, and they're already trying to replace you.
They're counting me out, dude. So those people walk on by. This trail ends like a few miles past my campsite. So you can't go any
Yeah.
further. I know they're going to walk back by. So I see somebody else walking down the trail coming from that direction. I'm like, this couple's already coming back through. No, it was one of my buddies, Mike. Him and his girlfriend were out there and just serendipitously ran into me at my campsite while they were walking back through. Hadn't texted them, hadn't talked to them, didn't even know they were out there. And they were on this same ridge that I was on. It's actually Tar Ridge East in Red River
Oh, yeah,
Gorge.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I think
Man, there's firewood out there, dude.
blowdowns everywhere, dude. I
There's
love it.
always firewood out there, yeah.
Yeah, it was so easy to get a fire and get firewood. But anyway, I was like, how crazy is it running into Mike out here just in the random? And he had ran into another person that we all hiked together a lot, the Kentucky boys. And he the day before had ran into him, hadn't texted, same situation. And he's like, you've met two of them now. He's introducing his girlfriend to us. So
Yeah.
they walk on by and I say, uh-oh, this holiday food's catching up to me. All that food I ate yesterday, all those peanut butter balls, that peanut butter pie, the stumbling. There's a stew of brewing, dude.
You're gonna lose the game.
Oh, I knew it was over. I knew it was over. As soon as those bubble guts started going. So I have a yellow bag with a poop emoji on it. That's my poop bag. So I ran to my backpack, pulled that sucker out of the side pocket, finally got to try out the carbon, shadow light carbon on this trip. I pulled that out of that top pocket, headed down the trail and done my business, bro. Happy to lose the game in this situation. Felt so much better. And I said, I'm ready to go. See, me and Jason, we were supposed to look for an arch. And there's a YouTube channel called Red River Underground.
Oh, yeah, those guys are
And they
great.
basically just go through Red River Gorge. Yeah, and they show you how to get to trails and stuff that you never would have found. And so I have service, so I rewatch the video and then I pack up my stuff and I head down the trail. And you know what? I had to, I'm not gonna lie, I did have to go back in the video once I got to the turnoffs and rewatch some parts and then mark it on my GPS and stuff. But I
Right.
was able to find it by myself. And then once those people walked back by, I was literally the only person out there, dude. Not another soul on that ridge unless they were behind me. And I
Really?
found the arch, FaceTime Bridget, showed it to her, went and found me an overlook, and then drove home. Got home about 4 o'clock before it got dark. So had me some great me time, a nice little solo. I don't get to solo a lot. I really like hanging out with people. You know, as you
Yeah.
can tell, I'm a talker. But sometimes solo's refreshing, you know?
Honestly, some of my favorite trips are solo trips because my whole life is around people. So it's
Mhm.
nice occasionally to have that quiet where you can go find a spot. But funny story, at least once or twice, I've bumped into Jason out there.
No way.
Oh,
Backpacking
yeah.
Jason.
Yeah, at least, I think twice now I've bumped into Jason when I've been out there at the gorge when I've been backpacking, and there he is, just coming up out of the woods. I'll just hear his voice randomly, and there he is.
He does a lot
So,
of solos himself, and he's got a very
yeah.
recognizable voice.
Yes, he does, and, but it's I mean, it's like the sound of an angel, you know?
At
You
Eastern
you hear
Kentucky.
the voice of Jason and everything is better in the world, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
We got several people in the comments too that I don't seem to be alone when it comes to solo trips. J Flow says hiking and camping alone is my only way. And then DMS Adventures is weird without the kids. Yeah, I bet that was. You
yeah,
know,
because
if you're
that's
used to
basically what he does is hikes with his kids.
Yeah, boy, I'm so excited. Bridget and I were talking last night about being able to take the baby out for his first trip. He's running around everywhere now. I'm going to be able to potty train him pretty soon. So excited to actually get him out. We walk around the neighborhood. There's sidewalks around my subdivision,
Yeah.
and so far, I I, I do have one of the leash backpacks. I'm not going to lie, but so far, whenever we're going on our walks, I will push the stroller and I'll put like one of the it's like a cuff that goes
Yep.
around one like a padded cuff, and then it's got like a stretchy cord, and then I hold the other end.
Yeah.
I got him the other day, proud dad, walked over a third of a mile, 18 months old. Didn't know he could walk that far, a third of a mile. I said, this boy's going to be on the trail soon. If I had to carry him, I will.
Yep. I've got the best, trying to think of the best way I can put this. I've got embarrassment material for my daughter when she starts dating boys. If I don't like the boy, I've got a video of the first time, like Ellie telling me about the first time she peed in the woods. My daughter, she was, we were out there and we were hiking through Camp Nelson here in Kentucky, and she had to go to the bathroom about a mile into our hike.
Uh-huh.
And so we figured it out, and she peed right there on the just off the trail, and then I interviewed her. And I've kept the interview, and if she's ever dating a boy I don't like, he's gonna get to watch the interview.
Keep that
So
in your back pocket for now.
that's I'm holding on to that one. That one, I'm keeping my iCloud account just for that.
I love that. Also, solo trips, ultimate decompression and reset time. I agree, man. It's a little bit healing to have a little time to yourself. Yeah,
It is,
I
and
like
there
it.
was one other thing up
All
here
right,
that hey, hang on, there's one other one in here that I thought was really good. Let me see if I can find it because here we go. He says, "The problem with solo camping is I just go to bed early. For me, my favorite part about solo camping is I just go to bed early. I get more sleep backpacking on solo trips than I ever do when I go out with other people, and it is glorious. The rest is awesome." I am definitely a big fan. Did I cut out? Did you
yeah,
cut out?
solo. So I think we're good to go. I'll cut that part out. Don't worry, John.
Did I cut out? Is that what happened just now? Was that me? Am I cutting out? Hmm.
Hard to tell. If you can hear us in the chat, let us know. JS is cutting out. Okay. Chicken Little Tricks, you all were taking turns there. Chicken Little, can you hear me now? Now, John's frozen. I can hear and see Jeremiah. Well, that's okay. VIP here. We'll carry the show. No problem. Very weird. Very weird. Only the people live know what I'm saying right now because this part of totally cut. Hopefully, John refreshes and we'll see what's up. What that says, Jeremiah. I'm commenting on my own show. Didn't even know it was possible. Very odd. Yes, JS, John, no. All right. Okay, let's see what else I got to talk about here. We've covered so
Hi,
far.
Jeremiah.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
I actually had to completely refresh the page. I don't know what just happened there, but I'm back. I'm here.
Welcome back. I
So-
told the people that they're the only ones that's ever going to hear this because I'll cut it all out for the edit. So if you're watching
All
live,
I saw was a red dot. I saw a red dot on the screen, and then all of a sudden this thing comes up. It goes, "Make sure you're connected to a good internet source." And I'm going, I am. I don't understand what the problem is, but
that's
we're
at
back.
Taco Bell internet, man. Wi-Fi in.
I'll tell you.
So what do you want to wrap the show up with, dude?
Well, I want to tell people about a little thing we're gonna do in the spring. It's something we've been talking about offline, just the two of us, but I think it's something to be a lot of fun. We want to create the first ever backpacking podcast Hall of Fame. And we kind of mentioned it a little bit last week, but what we're going to do is we're going to get on our Facebook page and we're going to set up some places where you can vote and nominate people for the Backpacking Podcast Hall of Fame. So literally, you'll just go to our Facebook page. We'll probably have it up by the end of the week, I'm going to guess. And you can just go in there and let people know Go Next router.
That's funny.
Man, I don't know if this is as good as I mean, it should be amazing, but apparently it's not. But we're gonna have all the different people that have been on here, gear that we've talked about on here, anything that has been a part of the backpacking podcast over the last 5 years, now 6 years. 6 years, Jeremiah. We started in January of
Incredible.
2020.
We're
So
really
so
doing it.
anything that has been talked about over 6 years can be voted on, and we will put those we'll put the different categories up on Facebook, and you can vote over each category. We're going to have favorite backpackers, favorite gear, funniest guest, best trail talked about, best poop story. It's all going to be there. So you guys are going to be the ones that get to vote for that and let us know who gets to be in the Hall of Fame. So I think it's going to be fun.
First Hall of
So is that you or me this time? One of us is out. I don't know which one. Was that you or me that was out that time?
I don't think either of us were out. I didn't notice anything. Might have been your computer.
It's you're glitching on me for some reason. Interesting way to end the podcast. So that's all right. Hey, listen, folks, we are so glad you guys tuned in.
But I think y'all in the comments can hear me.
Oh, well, I hear you now. It says you froze that time, so it wasn't me.
I'm right here, baby.
Okay. Well,
listen.
I ran
a. Okay, go ahead.
So make sure you get on our Facebook page and check it out, and let us know what you think. We've got a lot of topics, and we want to see what you guys think are Hall of Fame worthy. And we will be having our final episode of the spring. That doesn't mean it's the final episode. It's just our final live stream of the spring. When we have that, we will be having a very special Hall of Fame announcement awards ceremony. So you definitely want to be tuned in for that and make sure you get to vote. You've got between now and almost May to vote on this. So there's plenty of time to vote, but make sure you do. And we'll be reminding you guys on each episode leading up to that.
Yeah, dude. Maybe we can keep a little live track look and check in and see who's leading the pack.
I think that's a great idea. And with that said, it's been fun. It's been a little weird with all of the internet glitching that's been going on. But with all of that said, thank you guys for tuning in to the Backpacking Podcast. We will catch you on the next one.